Hello, Durud and Shalom. We be live.
Welcome back, everybody. Today we have more of the same of yesterday. We have the Islamic Republic striking ships with drones, and we have the United States of America hammering them back. Today, the strikes already, even though they started about 3 minutes ago, I kid you not, maybe 120 seconds ago, the bombs started dropping on the southern coast of Iran, and we already have some information regarding this. So already we know that there are sounds of several explosions. Looks like the IRGC Navy, or what's left of it, is getting hit in Sirik again, which is where they hit last night. And Bandar Abbas, as of probably 15 seconds ago, is also experiencing explosions. So Sirik, the Taharui Sirik Naval Base in particular, Sirik Coastal Guard is being hit. The Pier Tower in Sirik is also being hit. Keshm Island is being hit, and Bandar Abbas is also being hit. So 3 different targets, 3 different locations in the Strait of Hormuz. Multiple strikes so far. Looks like there's unknown UAVs, so it looks like drones are over Keshm Island as we speak. We don't know if these are American or IRGC. They could be for reconnaissance, or they could be the 108 Shahed drones. So to quickly recap, as we get more information that's coming out, earlier today, and we will show you guys on the screen as always so you can see. Here we go. So earlier today in the Strait of Hormuz, we saw that there was a ship hit by the IRGC. And this is turning out to be quite the normal behavior from them, actually. And you can see in the distance there that smoke rising from a little blob. That is a oil tanker. It's I believe it's a Panama flagged oil tanker carrying Qatari oil. Was struck by the IRGC. Now it's funny that the IRGC chose to target a Qatari oil tanker, given that they're pretty much their only ally left in the Persian Gulf at this moment. And as a response, the Americans have fired back. And we have this confirmed so far. So just so you guys can see, this is confirmed that we have our credible source, Shin, here, who gets direct information from people in Iran. Explosions in the Strait of Hormuz. Vahid Online has also reported this. These are our 2 credible sources as they receive direct information. Looks like the IRGC Navy is firing as well now. So let's see how long this lasts. As per usual, if we take a look at the regular patterns, what ends up happening is that the Islamic Republic is like, hey, ships can only go through this part where they have to coordinate with us. And then ships are like, we'll go through a different way. IRGC starts shooting them. The US is like, this isn't part of the deal. Starts hitting the IRGC. And then the IRGC target Kuwait and Bahrain, just like they did today, actually. Armin, did you know that they launched Shahed drones towards Bahrain again today, this morning? This was their response to last night's American strikes. So let's see what their strikes tonight will be. Oh, you're muted.
Wait, what did they hit in Bahrain?
They hit nothing. It was intercepted. Because Shahed drones are very slow.
Oh, yeah. And they make loud noises, which is make it easy to detect.
Yeah, absolutely. So, guys, we're going to be talking about, we're going to be breaking news to you as soon as we get it. Oh, okay. I think we're going to get a bit more news tonight from the strikes than we usually get. These are unconfirmed, so I'm going to wait for them to get confirmed first. But we have the news of that coming out. We're going to be discussing what's going to be happening from now here on in Israel and Lebanon, because it actually is really important when it comes to Iran. Then we have the actions of JD Vance and Marco Rubio. We're going to compare them for you guys and potentially let you decide, has Trump backed a certain person? Has he backed Marco? Has he backed JD when it comes to the next elections? Is he quietly doing it, or is he openly doing it? So we'll kind of decipher that for you so far. And you might be surprised, actually, at what's been going on behind the scenes. In addition to that, this morning, Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi had an interview released on all of his social media and I took a listen to it live, and I wrote down some notes regarding it, as well as a couple of clips that I managed to find. He has directly talked about arming the Iranian people, has given us a clear confirmation on where that's heading. And he's also directly talked about the MOU. He's given us his thoughts on the MOU. So we'll go ahead and cover all of that in the next 2 hours that we have here. So,
wow.
Armin, how was your live streams today? Thank you.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But I'm so excited to go over everything that you just mentioned. That's a pretty good list. Wow. And good job.
Yeah, we have a great
guys,
list
Ali.
today.
Yeah, guys, Ali went and took notes. He watched his Persian live streams and he takes notes for us and he does so much research. And thank you, Ali. That's a lot of preparation for today's stream.
Oh, yeah, of course. No worries. Okay.
And later we will have a poll. Guys, later we will put up a poll. Marco versus Vance. I saw people asking for a poll. We will put a poll once we get to that topic.
Yes, we will. All right. So I'm trying to decide here. We have, should we talk about the Marco JD? Should we talk about Crown Prince Rizapadavi? I think maybe Crown Prince Rizapadavi. People might want to be knowing what he's been talking about lately.
And then we'll do the Marco and Vance poll. The poll.
Yeah, it's a great idea. You know, additionally, the clerics in the Islamic Republic have come out and they've given a stance. They're starting their sort of operations as well. Did you know that?
Yes.
The Assembly of Experts and the Assembly of Experts in Iran, the Nabavion, all these clerics are coming out and they're making a move politically. So things are starting to finally take place. And it's not in coordination. They're not in coordination, guys. They're not going to just sit by and let Ghalibaf take over. So start off with this clip from His Royal Highness.
Mullah Strike Back.
The Mullah Strike Back. So guys, this will be in Farsi. We'll translate it for you guys though. His entire interview was in Farsi.
یکی از بحث‌های کلیدی که و بجاست که راجبش اشاره بکنیم انتظار همیهنانمون هست که
So, do you want to go ahead? You go for it.
He's saying one of the most key points that we need to talk about is the expectation of our compatriots.
خب دفاع مشروع چی شد؟ ما که نمیتونیم دست خالی از پس این سرکوبگران بر بیاییم.
What happened to legitimate defense? We cannot fight against these forces, these oppressing forces with empty hands. Is he going to be talking about arming the Iranian people?
چه لوازم اضافی تری در این حرکت لازم داریم که بتونیم از پس اینا بر بیایم؟
What additional tools are we going to need to be able to fight against this regime? Guys.
این دقیقاً نکاتی است که در قالب تغییر تاکتیک بایستی در نظر گرفت و قطعاً روی مسائل داره کار میشه.
He says this is something that in we should be talking more about when we change tactics, and this is something that we're working on. They're working on the issue of arming the Iranian people. Guys, oh my God, Ali, what do you think?
This is a great confirmation. Guys, no matter how much me, Armin, Goldie, Tusi, anyone, Morad Vaisi, anyone might come out and talk about this, it does not have the same effect as Crown Prince Rizapadavi saying it. He says it, and now everyone is like, this is what we're doing now. Instant coordination.
Amazing. This means that the Arm Us campaign was on the right path too. So we were doing the right thing. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. So the interview itself was, I think it was like a 25-minute or 30-minute interview. So I was listening to it and taking notes because obviously all this is Farsi, and I wanted you guys to understand.
Wait.
So basically,
at least sometimes it gets cut for me. Is it cut for you?
No.
Okay. Sometimes you get cut, but it's okay. It's only a slight
okay.
cut. Yeah.
So I'm going to read a couple of the key points that he talked about today. So he released the interview today on İran Pas Gidim, which if you guys haven't checked out that website, İran Pas Gidim, it's his official website, and then all
Ali,
of his
do
social
you,
media.
do you think that the Armas campaign had anything to do with starting this conversation? That
I don't want to
that
be
Prince-
presumptuous, but I feel like you released the Armas campaign. Within 24 hours, it reached the eyes and ears of the highest levels of people. And then at the same time, Saeed Najad, the right-hand man of Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, started coming out and saying, this is one of the additional points that we need for the Iranian people to win. And then, boom, the next time Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi comes out and talks, he talks about it. And what it could have happened was he saw your videos, checked in with his sources in Iran to test the appetite, or check things, and then was like, yeah, we can do this. We can do this. We already got the publicity for this. Why not push for it more? And honestly, maybe they were already doing it. It's not like they would share that information, but since you got it out publicly, then why not? I definitely think you helped. Must feel good. So, guys,
we did try
regards
to normalize talking about it. That was the point. Yeah, but okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was really well received what you did. So that definitely helped. 100% helped. Oh, interesting. Okay, so guys, Prince Reza Pahlavi today said that this isn't the first time that we've seen such a thing. The regime gets pressure removed from it. It gets access to money right after events happen. We've been here before multiple times. Then he said, but this money has never reached the dinner tables of the ordinary people. It goes straight to building missiles and nuclear weapons and repressive forces. This time, though, they don't have Khamenei at the top to direct them. They don't have Khamenei to push some people and stop other people. You don't even see the successor to him. We don't know where he is. And, he's obviously referring to the fracturing that you might see here. They will never take care of the ordinary citizen, which is why I'm saying don't focus too much on the temporary situation, whether there's negotiations or not. Those are his direct words. So take a look at recent years. The cooperation and coordination of the Iranian people in the last 10 years has only increased. From woman life freedom and before till now, more and more people are acting out and speaking out. Look at Biden's presidency. When the regime got access to so much money, did the ordinary people fall silent? When you hear $300 billion this time, will it be any different than during Biden's time? I don't think so. They're not going to come build hospitals and schools and take care of people. They're going to regroup themselves, rebuild themselves, the Islamic Republic, and cause fear within the people, like, executions, torture, etc. And I have seen that in recent days, the fear factor among the Iranian people has been slowly decreasing. This last uprising showed that in 31 provinces in all corners of the country, people came out. Internationally, countries or people ask, well, what if the regime is gone? We don't know what will come after. And that was their concern, but it's not anymore. Now it's, how can they help the Iranian people achieve freedom? And then the interviewer asked him, why are you traveling to all these different countries and speaking with different governments? And he directly said, when our compatriots ask us to be their voice abroad, what do people expect? To sit at home and waste time? Speaking to foreign governments can influence their policies. And then regarding the MOU, and I think I have a clip of this, but he said the MOU is just a waste of, it's just to buy time. And both sides are, especially the Islamic Republic here, is just to buy time for himself. I'm going to try and find that real quick. But what do you think about that so far?
Did he say what is waste time or buy time? That's actually I want to hear.
Sorry, to buy time.
Buy time? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting. If you have that part, that would be good to hear.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. Oh man.
It's okay.
I think the post got deleted on X, but here, I'll find it again in a few minutes. But since
Don't worry,
then,
don't
or
worry.
until then,
Get it tomorrow. Get it tomorrow. Get it tomorrow. Get it tomorrow.
yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, CENTCOM. Did CENTCOM just post? Is this today?
Ooh.
It is. Okay. Guys, real quick, before we go back to that discussion, I haven't read this yet, but it says U.S. forces conduct additional strikes after Iran's latest commercial ship attack. So again, Islamic Republic attacked another ship today. This is the response. All right. Iran was given a chance to honor the ceasefire, but then it attacked this morning at 4:30 a.m. the Panama flag tanker that had 2 million barrels of crude oil in it. So then CENTCOM forces launched strikes today in direct response on Iranian military surveillance infrastructure. So that's the radar and communications towers that they have, communication systems, air defense sites, drone storage facilities, and mine layer capabilities. Okay, so they've gone after quite a bit more tonight. But here's the thing. Ships, I don't know how many ships are going to keep on transiting. If today, the day before, maybe even, tomorrow, they'll keep hitting ships at this rate. I really want to see them. I don't know if they'll all stop. We'll take a look again at the traffic today, but what I'm really annoyed about is that they're hitting ships and we haven't revoked the oil license, the General License X. We should definitely revoke that or change it so that, they're a bit more limited. Like, this is not, I don't like that they were given the carrot first and then the sticks coming after. And they're still chewing on the carrot, so just take it out. Like, I don't like this.
Take out the carrot, shove it up their butt. Also, in server, look at this. In server is being very funny. Look at the, no, wait, not this one. Wait, this one. So, how do you respond to this? You want to read it?
Don't piss the United States off. They might hit a radar. Yeah, that's what they've been doing.
No, so he's not happy with how the level of response. They're like, oh, wow, U.S., big deal. They're violating the MOU and you're hitting a radar.
So to be fair, I'm not happy with the response either. A U.S. official just said it's a larger strike than last night. Iran had a chance to stop shooting. They didn't take it. Instead, they attacked another ship in the Hormuz this morning. So yeah, the strikes tonight were larger than last night. But I mean, again, this is not much of a response here, to be honest with you. I think the damage that these drones are doing, hitting these ships, are way more. The insurance costs are rising for these ships. I don't know.
Guys, what am I getting wrong here? Okay, what am I like? I know some of you disagree with me on this, but can I get what is okay? So here's the thing: I'm not a Trumpolahi, like in server says. Okay, I have criticized President Trump plenty of times. Okay, so I've criticized President Trump to the point that people say I have TDS. Okay, so but when it comes to the MOU and the Americans not responding strongly, if you are an American politician and you're thinking about elections and you're thinking like, if you are president, if you are White House, okay, if you're the White House staff and you are told that for the midterms, it's good to be, if we need to bring prices down for us to not lose the House and the Senate, potentially not losing the House and the Senate. And also, we are out of missile interceptors. We don't have enough. We need a pause. We need a timeout to restock our munitions. And okay, let's do this MOU thing. Let's not escalate a lot for the sake of inflation coming down in the United States, and also a recovery time where we could restock our munitions. Why doesn't that pause? Like, I know we want things to happen faster. I just don't think that this is a video game where you press a button and your enemies go boom. Okay, it doesn't. It's not. I don't think it works like that. I don't think I know you guys know that United States is the world superpower, but just because it's a superpower, it doesn't mean that they're sitting behind their desk and like, hey, there's a button that if we press, all our enemies will disappear. Should we press it or should we not press it? And you're like, oh my God, why are you not pressing that button? Because that button does not exist. That button does not exist. So what am I missing here? Like, have you guys, like the people who are saying like, the Americans, why they're not responding? I can see why they're not responding. I can see why they have to de-escalate, at least temporarily. Like, what am I missing here that you guys in server? What am I missing here? Okay, wait, hold on. He's answering. He's saying, I mean, if it's a logistical issue, they need to be more transparent about it. It's war.
I think they have been transparent about it. We all know that they gave orders to Lockheed and all the other defense companies to supply them over the next couple of years.
I mean, in the middle of a war, you're also fighting information and psychological warfare. Okay, so you can't. The messaging that you put out there needs to be a messaging. You can't just, certain things are obvious and are out there. Okay, but you are managing. So, for example, if the United States comes out and says, imagine if the United States comes out and says that we're officially not going to escalate until the midterms and until we resupply our munitions. Then within Iran, the Islamic Republic forces are going to say, like, holy shit, these people are not going to escalate, so let's fuck them up as much as we can. There's going to be a lot more internal pressure on the Islamic Republic to escalate if you put out that message that, yeah, no matter what, we're not going to escalate. So it doesn't make any sense for the United States to publicly come out and say that, given that then Islamic Republic will be pressured by internal politics to then escalate maximally, knowing that the United States has officially said that we're not interested in escalating. That doesn't make any sense to put out that message out there publicly like that.
But we know. And also, they can't really ship the munitions. It takes a long time, it takes months. So they actually fly them, which is why we see all the munitions flying from European bases into the Middle East. We also have a new location unlocked in terms of strikes. Show you guys. So they struck. Okay, so guys, this is the Strait of Hormuz, right? Right here. They hit this island, Kesh. They hit this place, which is an IRGC, like fast attack boat fleet with like tunnels and all of that. But now they've also hit this area, Bandar Lenge. So I'm not sure what quite is in here. It could have just been more of the same around here or something, but yeah. These strikes were larger.
Okay. So now just a radar.
Oh. Is this where the radar was? Hold up. Okay, so it looks like one of the radars were right here in Qeshm Island. Interesting. Cool. All right. Well, there you go.
All right. Let's do the super chats and then go Rubio versus Vance, and we'll also set up a poll. So do you want to do the super chat?
Let's do it. Yeah. Rogers became a YouTube member. Welcome. Welcome to the show. What should we call ourselves, Armin? I've been typing A2.
A2?
But I don't know. Is there anything else? Guys, what do you think? A2?
Yeah, let us know in the comment. Double A.
Double A.
Pal.
Mushjun says, give us some alligrams. Find them juicy, cannot see them, not on 2C. Show a few very soon. Merci, Alijun. Okay. Again, I go through this, and these guys have been so lackluster. But, okay. As I said that, in the last, 3 hours, there's 1,000 messages that these guys have typed. But, yeah, as we're doing this, I'll look through it.
A squad. Oh, here. A squared.
A squared.
Or the A squad.
Sounds pretty good.
The
yeah, Mushin, I have some ready for you.
Okay. Yeah. No, let's go to the super chats. Then we do Rubio Vance. Then we do Alligram.
Let's do it. Justin says, now who could His Royal Highness be working with on this issue of arming the Iranian people?
Ukraine. That's why he maybe went to Ukraine. Maybe.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a far cry. I mean, Ukraine is sitting on the top of the Caspian Sea there, and they could get weapons into Iran. They could.
Yes.
And Justin also said, rhetorical question. Well, who do you think, Justin? Who? Could it be President Trump? Could it be Zelensky? Could it be Benjamin Netanyahu? Because all of them would work, really. Why not do all of them? Help work with all of them. Jalastras is saying, Armin is always right, remember? About arming the Iranian people? Oh, yeah.
Well, not always, but thank you.
Completely correct. And Selectivist says, time to ceasefire the living shit out of them. We are.
Hey, I'm going to steal that. That's pretty good. I like that. I'm going to steal that from you. Let's ceasefire the living shit out of these fuckers.
That's what it's doing to me. Yeah, these strikes are more extensive. Cool. And Ian saying Vance deserves a pole, but he spelled pole with P-O-L-E, as in the large cylinder.
Yes, I wonder where. YouTube, we're not advocating for sexual violence. Okay, we're not doing that. Okay.
No, not on the Vice President of the United States.
Oh my God. Shit.
Yeah, we might have just gone on a list somewhere because of Ian, but
no, Ian.
And Amir gifting 5 Liberty Politics memberships.
Yes, thank you,
to grow
Amir.
the club. And he also gifted me 5 memberships, just growing and growing.
That's so just sweet. He went on Liberty Politics and gifted 5 memberships, and then he went to Ali's channel and gifted 5 memberships. That's sweet.
Thank you so much, Amir. And Vidu says, Durud, Rubio is the leader the West needs. Is it possible that focusing on Hezbollah more than the IRGC is the best move if Hezbollah collapses first? Let me tell you, I thought that the IRGC would collapse first, and then Hezbollah would have its funding cut, and it would cease to exist after, a short time after that. But it looks like, and we're about to get into it with the Rubio Vance thing, it looks like Hezbollah might be the one who gets destroyed first.
So, guys, Islamic Republic is a wolf with 3 teeth left. All of its other teeth have been pulled out. It only has 3 left. 1 is Hezbollah, 2 is the Strait of Hormuz, and 3 is the enriched uranium. Okay? So before we could get rid of the Islamic Republic, if we could pull these last remaining teeth out, then we will be able to go and finish, do the final blow against the Islamic Republic.
And the Houthis, of course. I mean, come on, guys. They're a thing, I think, still.
Still, okay.
But yeah, good question, Vidu. We're going to get to that soon. And Fleshy Interloper saying traffic is very low. Oh.
See, I
mean, that makes sense.
I told you, it's closed.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And he also said they have plenty of old bombs. So they call them dumb bombs, not like guided or anything like that. And short missiles, so short range missiles. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I sure hope so. Otherwise, what are they even doing over there? Yeah, cool. I wonder what the traffic is exactly. I want a number on that.
Well, you should look into our group discussion. Fleshy keeps posting reports there.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Thanks, Fleshy. And Guy, who says major lack of interceptors to defend the Persian Gulf states. It's a major risk to attack now if the regime doesn't fall immediately. Also, get Ali to 2K subs. I think you guys should get Guy to 1,000 subs, actually. Do you want to pull up his channel?
Oh, wow. Look at that. That's so sweet. Wow, guys look
we
at
have
this. Ali
Army.
took an Guys, look at this. Look at Ali. He took an opportunity to promote his own channel, and then he's like, no, let's promote Guy's channel instead. What a sweet man. What a sweet guy. Look at that. Okay, let me put. So this is Guy's channel, and here's the link to. So yeah, guys. Oh, we're getting So 380 subscribers for Guy, who's going to be focusing on Israel. Look at that. That's fantastic. So Guy, let me put. You know what? I'm going to put the link to Guy's YouTube channel in the chat, but we also have to put Ali's link to Ali's YouTube also in the chat. Both. I put both. So make sure you subscribe to both of them.
Guys,
Guy.
So Guy is going to be covering the Israeli elections that are coming up soon. If you want to know what's going on, Guy gives a really, really good, like non-partial. He's not taking sides. He's just telling you what's going on, and then you can make your own opinion on what's happening in Israel and how that relates to wherever you live or what you care about. So definitely follow him there.
So guys, I need your help in the chat, okay? Because we're creating an army, and me and Ali would be more Iran focused, right? The monkey, the Greece monkey, he's going to be focusing on US politics. Guy is focusing on Israel politics. And I need your help to peer pressure Nail Bunny. Is she here in the chat? I saw her. She's here in the chat.
She is here.
We need her. We need her to cover the UK politics, okay? And she's not responding to my to me. I'm trying to get her to create her own YouTube channel, and we promote her and we add her a segment to cover UK politics. So please, whenever you see her in the chat, be like, yeah, Nail Bunny, open, start your own YouTube channel. She's great. She's amazing. So we will have a complete set of main countries. Yeah.
So quick little update. It looks like strikes are still ongoing in the Strait of Hormuz by the U.S., which is it's been about roughly an hour now since the strikes might have begun, 45 minutes or so. Maybe they're double tapping. Who knows? And Guy also said Team Alarmin.
Ooh.
Guy, I don't know about that one.
I think the A team, people were saying the A team. Nail Bunny was saying the A team in the chat. The A team.
Yes, there are more explosions. Okay. Yep. Another round of fresh, good old explosions happening in the Strait of Hormuz. Cool. Yeah, thank you, Guy. And Justin saying, would the Basij be a fourth tooth?
No, the message would be the balls.
Yeah.
The testicles. Yes.
Yeah, that's why they're so small.
Yeah.
And Joanne saying, do you know how Goldie is going with getting her channel back on? I wouldn't know, but
I wouldn't know either. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if she's been streaming or not, but if she does, you should ask her directly. But yeah, I'm sorry, I wouldn't tell you, or I wouldn't be able to tell you, Joanne. But thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
And the Eden fam says, a guest on the Call Me Back podcast who is well connected with the Israeli intelligence community claims that Vance is working very closely with Netanyahu. This is all a charade. Oh.
I mean, guys, if you are dealing, I'm sure you have to be working with the Netanyahu, even if you are taking positions that is not in his favor and he doesn't like. If you're dealing with the Middle East, you're dealing with Israel. If you're dealing with Israel, you're going to be working with the prime minister. So I don't know if necessarily them working with each other means that they're aligned. I don't think Vance is aligned with Israel, to be honest. I don't think he is. But I do believe that they're working with each other because they have to. Like, how could you deal with any Middle Eastern issue? How could United States deal with anything in the Middle East without working with Israel? There's no other choice. So the mere fact that they're working with each other doesn't mean they're aligned.
Yeah. Absolutely.
In the like,
Also,
for example, here's how you know how, like, in your office you're working with this coworker that you hate. Okay, you might be hating each other's guts, but you're still working with each other, right? Something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's a really good way of putting it.
Yeah,
I could think of a lot of people I had like that. And Fleshy saying 5 ships in the last 24 hours. Ooh.
Wow. Ooh, guys, Fleshy is our oil tanker watcher. Fleshy is the channel's official oil tanker watcher, and he's 5 ships in the past. Okay,
5 ships. That's so bad.
Pretty much closed. Eh?
No. That's closed. That might as well be 0. That's very, very bad. Oh man. Okay, I'm trying to think here. I mean, maybe that's why these strikes are more extensive, but I don't, unless they go in and, take a couple people out, I don't think it's going to be real deterrence.
Oh my god, it's server like 5 ships. It's 5D chess, huh? Is this 5? Oh my god.
That's how many every time he hears 5 now for the rest of his life, he's going to think back to this stream. The trauma. Oh, and just now, a U.S. military official has said the American strikes on Iranian targets tonight have now ended. So after an hour of striking the Strait of Hormuz, probably like a dozen times or more, that's it for tonight. Now let's see Kuwait and Bahrain get blown up to bits.
Oh my god. Kuwait and Bahrain. They're not touching UAE anymore, huh? Like, they went really aggressive. UAE must have really paid them. You fuckers paid the Islamic Republic, didn't you? You fuckers paid the Islamic Republic. No touching Saudi anymore. No touching the UAE. It's just Kuwait, Bahrain.
Yeah, at one point during the war, the real estate prices in the United Arab Emirates, so guys think like Dubai and all that, dropped by 75%. If you had $1 million home in the peak part of the war, obviously you didn't know that it was going to like, be a ceasefire soon, right? You just thought it was going to keep on going. And the UAE was getting hammered over almost 3 times as much as Israel was at that point. Yeah, if your $1 million home in Dubai would be like $250,000, which was crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Did it go back
Because their
up
entire
later?
it went back up. Yeah, it went back up, but it's like it's not all the way back up yet. So yeah, they definitely must have cut some sort of deal with the Islamic Republic to get hit less. At the same time, I think they cleared the market on any missile interceptors they could have possibly bought. Their entire economy, I mean, depends on them being safe. Yale from Jerusalem says, first Hezbollah, second close the strait and let the European Union deal with it, and the Islamic Republic will be beyond their current weakness. They will disappear. The Houthis are a joke. Watch out for Turkey. So we got some wild statements here. I agree with watch out for Turkey, but to let the European Union can't even deal with themselves, much less the Islamic Republic. I think they've been strongly considering to send some minesweepers into the Strait of Hormuz for like months. They're still strongly considering. So maybe one day they'll stop considering doing it and actually do something. Oh my God, I have some words for the European Union when we get to the Lebanon issue, by the way. Okay, go on.
Okay, here's my plan. Okay. Offer the Islamic Republic billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. Give a small fraction of it as a show of good faith. Sign the MOU, sign a deal, sign a peace deal. Go in, get the enriched uranium out, and as the second after you step out, say like sign the peace deal, promising nobody will be killed. We will have peace forever and ever. As long as you let us come in and get the enriched uranium and also destroy your other enrichment facilities. Destroy the enrichment facilities, get the uranium out, and as soon as you got it out, bomb the fuck out of everybody. Kill everybody. Okay? Kill everybody, like all of them. Right? So just do whatever deal you need to make to get the enriched uranium out and destroy, if you can, destroy some enrichment facilities as well. And then as soon as, before the ink dries out on the peace deal, kill everybody. How do you like that? Do you like that plan? That's my plan.
Yeah. Yeah. If only we did that. We wouldn't be here right now.
No, wait,
Oh, man.
no, you have to, no. If only you did that, you have to wait. You have to first get the enriched uranium out. Make a deal with the Islamic Republic that everybody would have TDS. We're like, what the fuck? This is the JCPOA, but 1,000 times worse. Make the Islamic Republic, give them something so good, and then as long as they get the enriched uranium, as long as they give their enriched uranium, just be like, we will do everything. You want $300 billion? We will give you $600 billion. Just get the fucking enriched uranium out, and then as soon as it's out, kill everyone, bomb everyone, kill everyone, go all out. That would be my plan.
I'm all for that. I mean, I'm actually not, YouTube. That sounds like a terrible idea. Oh man, I've really been trying to find that clip, but okay. Anyway, keep going here. Thanks, Yale. And we have File saying, in worst case scenario, what would it take for the Islamic Republic to remain? And when it falls, how do you think they will de-radicalize the IRGC and Basij remnants? You got this one. You've been saying this for a while.
What would it take for the Islamic Republic to remain? Okay. In worst case scenario, the Americans leave. The Americans release, billions of dollars in frozen assets to the Islamic Republic and remove the sanctions, and remove the blockade, remove the sanctions, and they put pressure on Israel not to escalate things with the Islamic Republic. And they don't arm the Iranian people. And Ghalibaf wins, and Ghalibaf gets the upper hand, and Ghalibaf manages to successfully rebrand the Islamic Republic from a theocracy to a military dictatorship. And maybe, like, just to make it even safer, he starts giving social freedoms in Iran, but no political and no economic freedoms. So from the three types of freedoms, just as a rebranding to make it seem like everything has been fixed so that the world stops paying attention, they actually do give social freedoms to people, like less hijab rules, less, lifestyle rules, but then political freedoms will stay at the minimum and economic freedoms will stay at the minimum. And that way the Islamic Republic does a successful rebranding. We call this pustandazi in Iran. So that's the worst case scenario, right? So that's the worst case scenario, right? And when it falls, how do you think they will de-radicalize IRGC, Basij, etc.? Okay, so a lot of the IRGC and Basij are doing work because they're getting paid for it. So as soon as that money stops, a lot of them will just accept the new jobs by the new military in Iran. And Prince Reza Pahlavi said, as long as we don't have any direct proof of any of them doing killings directly themselves or anything like that themselves, they should be brought into the new army of Iran. Just in the same way when the Nazis fell, like the soldiers of the Nazi army were moved into the new army of Germany. Like it was only the leaders were punished. Not every soldier was punished, right? Unless you have actually, if you know that anybody was specifically involved in killing the Iranian people, then those people should be punished, but everybody else would be brought into the new Iran's army. And for a lot of them, honestly, you don't need de-radicalization. A lot of them are just working for money. A lot of them who are actually crazy, who are Durka jihadi. There's two categories. The ones who are just complaining and radical, but they're not going to do anything violent about it. They're just the crazies in our society with shitty political ideas. I think those people shouldn't be up to the government to de-radicalize. That's the responsibility of activists and the civilian population to respond to that, because we don't want the government to basically thought policing. I think not everything should be done by the government. It's the responsibility of people like us to fight against bad ideas in the government, in the society. With the ones who want to commit violence, then obviously those will be our terrorists. That would be our Hamas. That would be the terrorist groups that we have to deal with. And I think that we need to have our own Savak back. We need to re-establish Savak, which is the intelligence agency that we had before the fall of the Pahlavi dynasty. And we need to immediately go back to partnership with Mossad, because before the Islamic Republic, during the Pahlavi dynasty, Savak and Savak, which was Iran's intelligence agency, and Mossad, Israel's intelligence agency, were cooperating with each other, and they were even training Savak. Mossad was training Savak. We need to immediately go back to that, so that Mossad could come into Iran and help Savak find and identify and arrest these people and neutralize them.
Very well said.
Thank you.
And Mark of Reality says Britain only has like 5 working ships. Yeah, it is such a tragedy at what they've allowed to be done to their navy from the past 20 years. It's been terrible.
You mean 5 carrier ships?
No, probably like in total, just warships in general, like anything that they might have.
Five.
It's like it's an exaggeration for sure, but
okay.
What they used to be just a few decades,
Yeah.
a couple decades ago versus now is nothing.
My God, the British Empire's navy used to be like a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. And he also said, so what happened to the 300 billion we were allegedly sending them? I've been hearing about it for weeks on the news. Yeah, we're not sending them anything.
Fake. That is fake news. Fake news. The 300 billion was nothing that United States was going to pay to the Islamic Republic. That was never the case. That's not in the MOU at all. Even though the MOU is like not binding, but it's not even the MOU. The 300 billion is supposed to be private companies in Arab countries around the Persian Gulf being allowed to create a fund for them to be able to allow to invest in private companies inside Iran as a reward for the Islamic Republic opening its economy. So that $300 billion will never happen under the IRGC when the IRGC is in power. Like under the current conditions, like no private company will be like, hey, we have too much money. Let's burn it. Let's invest our money in private industry, in private businesses in Iran with IRGC to compete with IRGC-owned industries. So guys, the IRGC has monopoly, there's a command economy isolationist structure within the economy of Iran, meaning that IRGC controls 2/3 of Iran's economy, destroys the private sector, brings everything within its own control, and makes it impossible for any private company to compete with IRGC-owned businesses, right? So investing in private businesses in that environment is basically just, I don't know, pissing money away. Like why would you do that? Like, why would you put your money in private businesses in an environment that IRGC will come and crush it? The only way that you could have the Iran's economy able to absorb $300 billion is for IRGC to lose its grip on the economy, right? So, I mean, if that happens, that would be the end of the Islamic Republic, right?
Yeah.
But good question. Glad you asked it so we clarify. So yeah, United States is not giving any money to the Islamic Republic, and the Arab countries are not supposed to give this money to the Islamic Republic. This is supposed to be from private companies within these countries to private companies within Iran. And the private sector in Iran is destroyed by the IRGC because it doesn't want to compete with the private sector.
If you're the if you're the IRGC and you control a major part of the economy in Iran, why would you want competitors to come in and start taking control and economic benefits away from you? They're never going to let that happen. In fact, that's why they oppose Ghalibaf so much right now, is because Ghalibaf wants to open up the economy of Iran to the world. And the IRGC are like, hell no, you're not, because we lose money and power if you do that.
Yeah, if this $300 billion works out, which it won't under this current conditions within Iran, that would be a $300 billion against the IRGC if it works out. Not $300 billion for IRGC. That would be $300 billion against IRGC. If it works out, if it's done the way that they are saying it's supposed to be done.
Yeah. Good question. And Fleshy Interloper saying late goal, Addy. Yeah.
Oh.
I put a goal up. Fleshy's on it. They're keeping me on the straight and narrow. Being like, why didn't you put the goal up for your super chats? And it's up. It's definitely up. Thank you.
Yay.
It's really nice having like supporters like that. Thank you, by the way.
Yeah, that's very sweet. Thank you, guys.
And File saying Vance has been recently saying some very harsh things about Israel. True. Could it be possible that sometime after the Islamic Republic falls, Israel and Iran will keep the Middle East peaceful and stable while the U.S. leaves the region? I think you know the answer to your own question there. I think you're asking this so that other people can know.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Exactly. That would be that, guys. If the Islamic Republic falls, it would be the greatest move towards, it would bring peace to the Middle East. Like it would bring, like, I mean, not one. There's nowhere on earth has 100% peace, but it will turn it into a stable, peaceful, prosperous region for everybody, without United States needing to be there and spend so much of its military resources to maintain stability in this region. United States could focus so much of its resources tied up in this region on its own hemisphere. It would bring trillions. I'm not exaggerating. It would bring trillions of saving to the American taxpayer. Trillions. This is what the ISO-COCs don't understand. Any war with the Islamic Republic, the cost of that is so much less than the strategy of containment of the Islamic Republic and all of its proxies and the axis of the resistance in the region.
Absolutely.
Yes.
My File knows that. File's been watching us.
Yeah, he just wants us to repeat that. Thank you for asking that.
And Jagatai saying US and Israel responded to the Iranians' call. Our allies in action betrayed us. Our enemies funded the Islamic Republic. We ran out of ammo, had to safely pause. We love Iran. Yeah, roughly, that's about true, roughly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, it's not a video game. Like you don't get get to press a cheat code and all of a sudden your munitions just get filled again. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, unfortunately. I keep having dreams that I'm Superman and I get to go and like protect Iran, and I like take care of all the mullahs and all of the IRGC single-handedly, and then establish like the new government in Iran and everything. I keep having that dream. It's like I don't know. Anyway.
It shows where your passion is. Texas troops saying we have not run out of ammo. When it comes to offensive missiles, no. But when it comes to missile interceptors, the Americans haven't run out, but it's getting to numbers that are uncomfortable for United States. So you could still have a lot, but you don't want to get too low because other things could happen. China all of a sudden might want to go attack Taiwan. So United States will not be interested in getting the numbers to a point, like even if you have enough, you have to have enough for many different things at the same time, not just for the Islamic Republic. But Jeffrey was saying that we're low on, munitions and missile interceptors. Yeah, exactly, because we like a cushion. So you have a lot, but it's getting but you need to have that cushion. So they stopped because they can't just go all the way down, right? Exactly. It's to maintain that cushion. Because it's irresponsible for the Americans to just go so low where you don't have that cushion, where other things around the world could happen.
These are their global stockpile of interceptors, guys. It's not just the Middle East. It's not just CENTCOM. They pulled them in from Japan, from everywhere around the world to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Look what we have here. Guys, this is not Jew. People were asking if this is a Jew hater. This is not Jew hater. This is someone else, because I remember them typing at the same time the Jew hater was typing. Look at this guy. So this guy, whose username is IDF Kills Children, says Operation Epstein Fury was a joke. The IRGC will never fall. Glory to Islam. Glory to the IRGC. In Allah we trust. God bless Mujtaba Khamenei forever.
Wait, this is such a... Are you? I think he's on our side. This must be a troll. Because if Operation Epic Fury was a joke, you're saying Ali Khamenei was a joke. Because Operation Epic Fury killed Ali Khamenei. So if you think that was nothing, that means losing Ali Khamenei was nothing. That means Ali Khamenei was not important. This is an insult on Ali Khamenei. If the Operation Epic Fury was a joke, that means losing Ali Khamenei was not a loss. So you're insulting Ali Khamenei.
Destroyed. Simply destroyed.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So, this is such a disrespect to your supreme leader, you fucking idiot.
You never
But
think
unless
before
it's
you
a joke.
speak, do you? This
But
guy
it
never.
might be a joke.
Never.
This might be trolling. Like, this is trolling. This is like, this is too retarded to be serious.
I mean, this guy's clearly a Shia Muslim. I don't think you should overestimate his intelligence like that.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, Shia Muslim. I mean, no. Okay, no. I know Cyrus is here. Cyrus, I'm not talking about you.
Sorry,
So-
sorry.
No, but like, but Shia Muslim and troll, you can't tell the difference. Nah, he's serious. Okay. That's how
And
retarded
Fleshy-
you are. That's how retarded you are. You're so retarded we can't tell if you're joking or not.
And Fleshy saying the United Kingdom does have 4 minesweepers, one with Gulf experience.
That's
Where are
true.
they?
We do have that. Yeah,
Are they in the
actually,
Gulf?
where are they? Yes, they're not.
Also,
Yeah, the
Fleshy.
one thing that you have, that is the most relevant at this moment, you're like, nope, we're gonna come in after everything is over.
and Amir saying what that was, one heavy troll to the toilet. I think it's talking about the IDF guy, the IDF, yeah.
The
We'll
IDF
call him the
guy.
IDF guy.
No, that's an insult to IDF. Let's not do that.
Yeah, that was one
IDF hater.
fat, heavy troll. Thanks, Amir. Justin saying, Armin, can you tell me your choice libation in your glass? Just curious. It's not alcohol.
This is I have ginger tea, sometimes I have strawberry tea, sometimes I have mango tea, but this is ginger tea.
Do you think that helps with inflammation?
I don't know.
Oh, side note, I was in the Persian Discord last night, and there was this guy who was like, yeah, I'm super into health and fitness and this and that. And by the way, I was like, I had my microphone muted. I was just listening in. And he's like, yeah. And he started talking. He's like, yeah, just don't brush your teeth at night. You're supposed to brush your teeth in the afternoon because it like messes with your gut. And I'm like, keep in mind, guys, I'm a medical scientist. I'm like, and then he's like, yeah, weightlifting and bodybuilding is the worst form of exercise for you. Like, it destroys your body. And I'm like, and I was so close to unmuting my mic and being like, what are you and I just left. I had to leave because I was like, I can't listen to this anymore. It's hurting me.
Listening to you is bad for my health.
Yeah. And Kelly saying, let's get to the goal. Great job explaining everything. Thank you very much. Very kind. Really appreciate that. Thank you. And AP Moto Art saying, troops also need rest. 45 days is peak combat effectiveness. Yeah, that's really stressful. I looked at their quarters and oh my God, I would not want to live like that for more than a week, much less, a whole year.
Yes. People underestimate the psychological toll. Like, you need to go to your wife and to your kids and kiss them and spend time with your dog, stuff like that. Like, like, it fucks with your mind if you're away from your loved ones for such a long time, it does.
Yeah. And thank you for your service, for any service members that are out there keeping the world safe.
Thank you.
And Jagatai is saying, yes, we killed Ali Khamenei as a joke. Hilarious. Yeah.
It was so funny.
Yeah, I mean, you guys,
it was so funny.
Destroyed him.
Yeah, if he fell for it, we're like, hey, Ali, it's okay. We're gonna have a deal, okay? Come out of your hole. And he came out, and I'm like, that was actually, you're right. That was a funny joke.
Psych.
He did actually. He did fall.
Lady,
He did fall. He did fall for it. Like, it was actually a plan. This is not a conspiracy. This is actually confirmed that a lot of the negotiations with the Islamic Republic was meant to convince Ali Khamenei to come out of his bunker. And he came out of his bunker thinking that the Americans are serious about a deal. He came out, and then as soon as he came out, they like a bug.
they smacked him. They whacked him.
Yeah.
Guys, oh yeah, one more super chat. I'm going to be a quick update. And you can go to the Marco Rubio thing, and we're going to be deciphering what they're actually doing behind the scenes here. So Micah is saying, that's Jew Hater's other account. They talk very similarly. It's like room temperature IQ, room temperature attempts at trying to make us mad, as if we would get mad. I don't know. It's just terrible. It
Wait,
really is.
What should we do for a poll? Who would you vote for? JD Vance, Marco Rubio? Should that be the poll?
Yeah. Who would you vote for? Like, and if you guys aren't American citizens, just if you were, who would you vote for?
If you were American. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's put
thanks, Micah. While he's making the poll, quick little update. I'm hearing a lot of chatter through channels in the Middle East that the Islamic Republic is moving their missile launchers. So let's see if that's just posturing, if the Islamic Republic is just moving around their missile launchers to be like, we're going to do it, or if they're actually going to hit Kuwait and Bahrain, or possibly even Israel. Who knows? So should find that out pretty soon, hopefully.
So, guys, I'm going to put the poll on here. Where's the poll? Show. Okay, so the poll is at the bottom left corner of the screen. So the way it works is that if you put a 1 in the chat, it would vote for JD Vance. If you put a 2 in the chat, it would vote for Marco Rubio. So 1 in the chat, just JD Vance. 2 in the chat, Marco Rubio. Okay, it's showing the results on my phone.
Oh, Marco Rubio.
Guys, if you put
I feel like it's gonna be like 80%.
It's not gonna count. If you 80%, okay.
I feel like it'll be 80% or something like that.
Oh, so man, guys, like if 90%. You're not American, if you're not American, don't say I'm not American, I can't vote. Just if you're not American, just if you were American. If you were American. Put a 2 in the chat for Marco Rubio. Put a 1 in the chat for JD Vance. Okay. What is this?
This was the historic agreement to start agreeing between Lebanon, Israel, and the U.S. And this is what caused all of the riots in Lebanon last night. They signed this. Hezbollah was like, hell no. Put all their terrorists in the streets of Beirut and had to bring in the Lebanese army with batons and riot shields, and they started smacking people down. I can't show you the videos of that because they're pretty violent. Looks like they were these army riot people were taking out their anger on these Hezbollah supporters very brutally. It was interesting. I couldn't look away. It was like fascinating because obviously we wish a similar scene would be happening to some IRGC soldiers. But Marco Rubio and JD Vance, what have they been up to? So pretty much the Israel and Hezbollah situation is pushed along by Marco Rubio and discouraged by JD Vance. Like they have almost opposite ideas on this. Rubio's like, yes, Israel should be, defending itself. They should be taking out Hezbollah, this and that. And Vance is like, just leave them alone. Leave Israel alone. They should do their own thing. Why should we help them at all? That's kind of the general stances that they're taking. And so Vance is openly blasting the Israeli strikes on Beirut, on Hezbollah's structures, claiming that this is undermining the peace deal between the United States and Iran. Rubio explicitly defends the IDF's campaign in southern Lebanon. He calls it completely justified and necessary to dismantle Hezbollah. I think that the Islamic Republic might be about to suffer a major defeat in Lebanon. Pushing Iran out of Lebanon, the Islamic Republic out of Lebanon, and recognizing Israel through a framework agreement is a huge achievement for Rubio. It's a major step for Lebanon to join the Abraham Accords, for example, and other countries to be encouraged as well. But it depends on if the Lebanese army can actually apply pressure on Hezbollah. The idea is that the IDF from the south and the Lebanese army from the north start kind of, squeezing Hezbollah in. I just don't know too much about the Lebanese army's capability because I think everyone can, think for themselves on that. What do you think about that so far before we get to JD?
So how we have been saying that the Lebanese army is weak and cannot do anything about Hezbollah. Okay. Yes. So I don't know. Do you have the agreement that the one that they're just signing right there? Do you have it? Because I think there's line 11. Okay. If you could bring it up. I don't know how seriously they're going to take this, but there's a line in there that might give Lebanon a fighting chance if they take it seriously. Because, guys, our point has been that Lebanese army has no chance against Hezbollah, okay? But there's something with this deal that might change that.
I can't really find the actual document here. Just people talking about it. Oh, wait, is this it? Okay. So which clause is it?
I think it might be 11.
11. All right. This would be this one.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay.
Should we
look at this.
Remove the poll?
Yeah, read it. Guys, look at this. Wait, let's finish the poll. Bring back the poll and we'll finish it because I think people voted. Let me show it. Okay, so let's stop the poll. 92%, Ali, voted for Rubio. So who would you vote for? JD Vance or Marco Rubio? 92% voted for Marco Rubio. Wow. So you thought it was going to be 80-20.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Good job, guys. I'm proud of you. Proud of you. But Ali, you should be proud of me now. Everybody should be proud of me because I knew exactly which part of the agreement between Lebanon and so I was like, guys, like Lebanon might have a fighting chance. Let's go to section 11 of the agreement that was just signed. Okay, so what does it say? Let's read it.
It says Lebanon and the U.S. commit to preventing funds from flowing to any entity, organization, or individual affiliated with non-state armed groups, and to take available legal measures to prescribe the activity of such entity. The government of Lebanon explicitly commits to prevent reconstruction funds from flowing to non-state armed groups and connected entities. This means Lebanon and the U.S. will prevent the Islamic Republic from funding Hezbollah in any way that they can.
So why is this 11 significant? Why did I point number 11?
Because that's what Hezbollah, that's their blood, that's their lifeline. It's the money that they get.
I know. But why now Lebanon has a fighting chance?
Because the U.S. Treasury is helping them?
Because the United States is committed. Because number 11 is saying the United States, it's not Lebanon, commits to preventing funds from flowing to an entity. So this is saying United States is going to be helping Lebanon in stopping the Islamic Republic funding Hezbollah. Okay, this section 11 is committing United States in, so it's not going to be Lebanon by itself. United States is like, I got you, right? I mean, again, if this is taken seriously, if this deal is actually taken seriously, it's not Lebanon versus Hezbollah, it's Lebanon and United States. Look at this. It says Lebanon and the United States commit to preventing funds from falling to any entity. What do they mean by any entity? They mean Hezbollah. Okay? This is Hezbollah. Any entity, organization, or individual affiliated with non-state armed groups. This is Hezbollah, right? And to take available legal measures to prescribe the activity of any such entity, organization, or individual. The government of Lebanon. Okay, so this is United States committing. It's not Lebanon, it's Lebanon and United States committing to preventing the Islamic Republic supporting Hezbollah. I think that, what do you guys think? I think this is a big deal because, guys, why is it that Hezbollah has a much bigger fighting force than the Lebanese army? Because Hezbollah has the backing of the Islamic Republic, right? So if this number 11 is taken seriously, then that means that Lebanon has now the backing of United States, which gives them a fighting chance if this is actually taken seriously, if the Americans do actually commit. I'm going to bring back that picture that you had before. So who's signing? So there are 3 people signing, right? So the lady is Lebanon. That guy and the man with the kippah at the left is Israel. Who's that guy in the middle representing?
The U.S.
The U.S. Okay. So the U.S. is signing this, right? So
Yes.
and the U.S. is signing a document saying the U.S. is going to commit to this. So that gives Lebanon a fighting chance.
Not only that, but the president of Lebanon, I think his name is pronounced Ayoun or something like that, had a phone call with President Trump today, and President Trump said that went very, very well. Not that he says anything other than that, but yeah.
So guys, did you like that? Did you guys like that? Like, we went and got the document, the section 11 to come, and so like this is pretty. This is advanced level shit we're doing here with you guys. Okay, I hope you guys are appreciating what we're doing here. Okay, right.
If anyone is slightly confused, the Islamic Republic funds Hezbollah. It's their biggest weapon right now outside of their own borders. They use it because it's right next to Israel as a deterrence for Israel hitting the Islamic Republic. For them to lose Hezbollah, that is a major blow. Major, major blow. And we're getting not a small step, but a huge step closer to falling the Islamic Republic.
Yeah, I should have been like,
do the Elon Musk, the So that's what Marco's been doing. Marco's been pushing this. Rubio's been pushing this, and Vance is being like, no, let him figure it out. Let him do it. To me, I'm okay. You know, maybe this is all a play. It's 5D chess, guys. Maybe they're behind the scenes. They're like, yeah, you do this and I'll do that, and I don't know. I don't know why JD would willingly put himself in that kind of image spotlight like that. Maybe he wants to. Who knows? But Vance is here's what Vance has been doing. It's regarding the Gulf countries as well. Rubio and Vance, it's regarding the Persian Gulf countries like United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Kuwait, Saudi, all them. Vance has been coming out in interviews telling the media that the Persian Gulf Arab states should fund the $300 billion that goes to the Islamic Republic. The private companies in these Persian Gulf countries go and fund private companies in Iran. That's what he's been saying. Marco Rubio flew to just the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, and Kuwait. He didn't go to Saudi, Qatar, all the other countries. He went to just those three, which are the closest ones to the US, or the ones that he could, maybe put them in on the plan a bit more. Didn't go to Saudi, didn't go to Qatar. And he told the leaders there that if you want to fund the $300 billion plan into the Islamic Republic, don't worry about it. That's far down the road. Don't worry about it right now. And then he also explicitly told these Persian Gulf Arab countries that the United States is not going to let the Islamic Republic put tolls in the Strait of Hormuz. So Rubio's been acting out and saying very direct things and backing them up with action. Vance, I don't know so much. The only actions he's been doing so far is we went to Switzerland. He kind of, didn't look the best when he got snubbed by the Islamic Republic delegation and the Qatari prime minister. But maybe that's his role. What do you guys think?
He's being used, you're saying.
He's being used.
Maybe. I think they're playing it both ways. I think you have the White House has Rubio for the neocons and the more aggressive people, and they have JD Vance for both, so they could basically play both sides.
Yeah. So that's what's been going on with them. I think no matter what, Marco Rubio is a more capable, smarter man and politician than JD Vance is. So let's take a look here. But yeah, basically the actions of these two potential successors to Donald Trump are different and clear. So let's see who wins the presidential election in 2.5 years from now. I think it'll be Marco, to be honest with you, especially after the Islamic Republic falls. And yeah, I think it'll be Marco.
Polymarket disagrees with you.
Hey, we're still a couple. It's pretty close though, isn't it? It's only like a few percentage difference, right?
I mean, it's hard to tell because the elections are so far away and there's so much that could happen.
Yeah. Yes. And then we got to the Lebanon part. Okay, I have some words for the European Union coming up in just a second. But first, let's take a look at the Strait of Hormuz situation real quick. A lot of the ships have been transiting through the southern side of the Strait of Hormuz, which is the Omani side, and they are not coordinating with the IRGC. Now, today, obviously, only 5 ships went by, but in the past couple of days, that's what was happening. Most of the ships leaving were going through the south side and being like, F you, Islamic Republic, we're not going to coordinate with you, which is why the Islamic Republic started hitting ships. So they're already on the losing end of the Strait of Hormuz thing, where ships aren't coordinating with them. Lebanon just signed an agreement with Israel, which is a crazy sentence to say, to disarm Iran's Hezbollah. Israel's going to focus on destroying Hezbollah, and that's going to be their role in this, next short-term area. And then the Lebanese army is going to hammer them from, above, within, whatever, right? So to the United Kingdom, France, and all these other countries who keep condemning Israel's IDF for operations in southern Lebanon, I feel so bad for you because Lebanon wants the IDF there. They just signed with Israel so that the IDF can keep on doing operations and helping them, and they're in support of dismantling Hezbollah. So once again, France, UK, all these countries are taking the sides of terrorists and war instead of people of these countries and peace, which is, as we've learned this year, nothing new, apparently. We have some stuff we'd like to share. And then for anyone who's wondering what that agreement looks like on a map here, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu came out in a video on TV and was pointing out.
Oh,
This is in
yeah.
Hebrew, so I'm going to mute it. But if you guys can see that map, he's actually pointing out the red areas where he's going to let the Lebanese army come in and start conducting operations so that the IDF can see, what's the capability of the Lebanese army? Can we work with them? What's the capability that we can let them start doing stuff? Called a pilot. And yeah, I mean,
This is a
it's
test.
crazy.
Yeah, what is crazy?
Like, this crazy is that this black line is the border, and then this yellow line is the buffer zone. Look at it. This is what they've done in the past couple of months, guys. Isn't that insane? They've pushed back Hezbollah this much.
And what's the red area?
The red area is the pilot area, the test.
Mm-hmm. So they're going to test, and if the Lebanese army has some sort of success, Israel's like, okay, good job, we could do more now. But if it fails, then yeah. But if it fails, then step back and let IDF do its thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then he also said that we are not going to leave Lebanon until Hezbollah is destroyed.
Nice. Beautiful. Love it.
It's doing great. He's doing a great job. But, here's this thing. When he is coming out and talking recently in the past couple of weeks, Netanyahu's saying, I want to remind you that this is what we've achieved. I want to remind you, because the elections are coming up, and he's like, hey, guys, I did all this stuff. Remember?
By the way, I noticed a lot of people are saying, like, this comment, by the way, thank you so much. I think it's in response to something that I said a lot earlier. And Hezi, like, putting a 2 in the chat is a response to the poll. I think a lot of people don't know that they're behind on the live. So, guys, every time you're watching the live, like, see if you are behind and, go all the way to the end, because I think a lot of people might not know. Look at this. Like, yeah. Hezi, you're so behind. He's saying, if you're not American, fake a vote, please. Oh my God, Hezi, when you get to this point of the stream, you're so behind. You need to fast forward. Oh no. So sad. So behind. Okay. Do you think, but Ali, do you think that they will be successful? Like Lebanese army will be successful?
Against if the IDF is coordinating with them, yes. If the IDF comes in, gives them intel, maybe provides some air support, artillery, whatever, then yes. If they're really just letting the Lebanese army on their own do it, I don't know about that. So, also, we kind of didn't really talk about this too much, but there was the joint United States and Gulf countries, the Persian Gulf countries, that made a statement. And this is what they said. They said that the Lebanese and Israeli issue is separate from other conflicts. So they're taking the side of everyone but the Islamic Republic, because the Islamic Republic is saying, hey, we want the war to be ended on all fronts. Like Hezbollah is our proxy. We need to stop the war there too. But all the Persian Gulf countries just came out with this statement with the US and said, nope. They also said no fees over the Hormuz. So again, siding with the US. Then they said the regional peace requires targeting the issue of the Islamic Republic's ballistic missiles and drones and proxies. So the Gulf countries are on board, on paper at least, with the Islamic Republic. That's a really big thing that has come out. In fact, I mean, that's a bigger step than most people realize, I think.
Wait, why? Explain why it's bigger?
Because the Islamic Republic has now publicly been snubbed completely. All the Persian Gulf Arab countries have come out and said, hey, no more ballistic missile, drone support for proxies. Lebanon should be dealt with by Israel, and no tolls. So the Islamic Republic is like, oh, well, you know, no one's going to take my side here. It's like, what did you expect?
Yeah, I mean, of course they don't want missiles. I think the Arab countries around the Persian Gulf are more sensitive about missiles than United States. United States is focusing on the rich uranium. They're the ones who get attacked by the missiles. That's why so many of these Arab countries were kind of terrified when President Trump, like, well, they should have some missiles. The Arab countries were like, what the fuck? Those missiles go to us. Those missiles are used against us.
They do.
Yeah.
I mean, they might be getting hit tonight. Who knows?
I think they might be right now, by the way. I don't know. Right now, I'm hearing some tough stuff happening as we're speaking.
Yeah.
32
oh man, I really want to show you guys this stuff. So we went through, guys, we went through the strikes that happened tonight. Another ship got hit. The US responded, which in my opinion, I'm criticizing this one. This is just tit for tat. It's like, yo, you hit a couple of your military stuff on the Strait of Hormuz, and it just kind of encourages the Islamic Republic to keep on hitting ships. Because if all you're going to do is just hit a couple of their bases, what's to stop the Islamic Republic from hitting more ships? They're going to be like, oh, we know what the response is going to be. I'm fine with it. Let's keep on hitting ships. 5 ships transiting the Strait of Hormuz today is unacceptable.
Yeah, 5 ships. We're gonna wait we have to see when the market opens how significant the effect on the oil prices is going to be. That's the most important.
Yeah. And then I did find a clip of Prince Reza Pahlavi today talking more about the arming of the Iranian people, and he's referring to it. So if you want to listen to this real quick before we move on.
Okay.
درسته که از نظر تاکتیکی بایستی نسبت به شرایط عینی خب یه سری تغییراتی در نحوه سازماندهی و شبکه سازی بدیم. خیلی از کارهای زیرزمینی همچنان ادامه داره. تیم خودم با همراه با بسیاری از فعالین میدانی و مدنی در داخل مشغول بررسی تاکتیک‌های نوین هستیم که البته به شکل بارز نمیشه مطرح کرد به دلایل پرواضحش و هم ایرانیان برون مرز.
So he's saying we are basically looking at new tactics and modern tactics, which we cannot talk about. He's talking about modern. I think it's drones. He's thinking drones.
It do be drones.
Drones, yes. And he also talked about the fact that we're also talking to Iranians outside of Iran. I think he's thinking about maybe creating an army of Iranians outside of Iran. Yeah.
Yep. Ooh. An army of Iranians, you say? Interesting. I wonder how one would join if they wanted to.
Oh my God. Interesting.
So yeah, I'm glad that he said that. Okay, guys, so we went through the strikes. We went through what Rubio's been up to with Vance, what they've been up to, and what the Gulf countries have been saying. Now, there is a development inside of the Islamic Republic. We have seen that the clerical class of the Islamic Republic has finally started making some sort of move. They're coming out and saying a lot of different things. I'm trying to find this if I can. But you've heard about that, right?
Depends on what you're talking about.
Let's see if this is what we're talking about on the same page. So, you guys see this? Where is this? Yeah. Okay, so this picture. The member of the Assembly of Experts, which are the people who elected Mojtaba, I think at gunpoint, have been saying this. Based on the guidance of the Supreme Leader, nuclear rights should not be subject to discussion or dispute and must be removed from the scope of talks. That's their stance. hey, Supreme Leader said no nuclear. We shouldn't be talking about nuclear. And it looks like they're mostly on board. Most of them are on board with this sort of statement. And then not only about the nuclear, but they also said that regarding the Strait of Hormuz and the lifting of sanctions and the blocked assets, all the money, blah, blah, blah, blah, blah, we're going to do something. We don't know what it is, but we're going to do something. You're going to face our reaction. So
they have no
haven't
power.
heard about them. They
don't have power. They have no power. They have no say in what's going to happen. So these people are just yapping.
They are just yapping. But I'm glad that they're coming out and fueling the fire by saying, oh man, this is not the way. We should not be doing this. Some of the Durkas will listen to them and be like, yeah, what are we doing?
I think this is a way to make the people who are pro-regime still have some faith in some parts of the regime. Their fear is that if the pro-regime people completely give up on the regime, and they want to make sure that some of them are saying the things that they want to hear, so that they don't completely give up on the Islamic Republic. That's what's happening here.
Okay, so not really significant, basically.
I mean, it is significant in the sense that it shows the internal political dynamics between different segments of the regime. But these people do not decide what's going to happen with the Americans. It's just basically.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. Oh, wait. Did you say something?
Nope. But I'm going to say something now. Let's do the super chats because we haven't gone through the super chats yet.
Amusina Jun says the regime will fall, Pahlavi will return. Javid Shah.
Javid Shah.
He changed his profile picture. Previously, it was just John Cena, and now it's John Cena with the Lion Sun flag, or I mean, someone there. Or actually, it's just the Lion Sun flag, right?
Yeah,
Javid Shah?
I don't know what you're talking about. Javid Shah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just a flag. That's just a Lion and Sun flag. Yeah.
Yeah. And the Eden fam saying Rubio versus a DSA candidate would be epic. Cubans hate communism more than any people on the planet.
Ooh. Rubio versus Bernie Sanders. Do you think we could? Ooh. Can we get that?
Wonder if it's going to be Bernie Sanders or Mamdani as the leader of the Democrat or as the Democratic candidate.
Wait, wasn't Rubio was Mamdani born in the U.S.? No, so he can't run for president.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Rubio versus AOC. That would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I mean,
Yeah,
Rubio's just going to smack that. Just going to win. I cannot believe that it's even being talked about that in the United States there could be a candidate who is a proponent of communism running for the presidency.
Yeah,
that is crazy to me. AP Moto Art saying, BYW, please adjust your AI to reflect 50 stars and 13 stripes. Oh, he means
that's that is a lot of stars. Wow. No, this is the future of United States. Okay, this one over here. This star over here is Greenland. This star over here is Venezuela. This star. Okay, so yeah, but you're right. I should reduce the stars. That's a good point.
Thanks for the pointing out.
Thank you for pointing that out. I'll fix it.
And Lior, who says, if you survey the Lebanese people, excluding Hezbollah supporters, including the Muslims and Christians.
Wait. But before Lior, this star right over here, you know what that one is? Right, that one over there? That's Canada. But anyways, let's go to Leo.
It will be. I think it'll be Greenland. It should be Greenland.
No, that Greenland is this one over here. This one over here.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you surveyed the Lebanese people, not Hezbollah supporters, would the majority welcome a peace deal with Israel? I don't know.
I think so. Yes. I would. My guess is very much yes.
Okay.
Very much yes.
I
The
believe
the Lebanese people are fucking tired of war. Like they're like tired. They're exhausted of war. Even the ones who fucking hate Israel would support a peace deal with Israel. Many of them.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's good to hear. And thanks, Leo, for the super chat. And Mark of Reality, for anybody who is not confused, the British Central Bank has been funding the IRGC and the Israelis for decades. They need war to keep oil prices high and control Western politicians. The British Central Bank funds both IRGC and Israelis to fuel war, which keeps oil prices high, which lets them control Western politicians.
Okay, okay. UK has been not a major player in global politics for so long. I think you're overestimating the influence of UK in global politics by a huge margin.
Yeah. This seemed a little far-fetched.
This seems like a little bit conspiratorial, like very conspiratorial. Yeah. By the way, go on to that one.
No, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, we're still getting twos. You guys are so behind. Somebody tell these guys they're so behind on the live. They're like, fast forward, guys. What are you guys doing? Fast forward. Your twos are not working. But yeah, go on. Let's go. Okay.
And Curtis West, who not only gifted me 5 memberships, but also gifted you 5 memberships. And
thank
Curtis
you
is
with both channels.
Yeah, everyone who does this, guys, Curtis, Amir, like all of you people who do this, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And actually, one of these memberships for my channel went to Leo. I was checking in the chat. So welcome.
Oh.
And Noah, the Persian American, said the United States is striking the Islamic Republic again tonight via Sky News. I think you should watch us, because if you watch us, you will actually get the news faster than you will at Sky News. Yeah. I have a big button right here. You guys can't see it. And right before I go live, I go bam, and then boom, bombs dropping in the Middle East, and I go, okay, perfect. There we go. Now people will watch my stream.
No, yeah, Ali actually arranges all the military activity right before his show to make it right.
Yeah,
before.
Right there.
Yeah.
It's like, how am I supposed to compete with other people in this segment? It's like, that's how I can do it. Justin saying, is it possible Hezbollah has been weakened so much from all this that they think the Lebanese army can handle it now? Ooh, burn. If I'm a Hezbollah supporter, I'd be getting so mad about that right now.
Right, yeah.
It is it's not that they think the Lebanese, it's not that they think the Lebanese army can handle it on their own, but now that Israel's like, oh my God, Hezbollah is the weakest it's ever been, why not just recruit anyone who would help us? And the Lebanese army would want what we want on this, so let's get them in. Let's get them in on it. Especially when they see that Lebanese people are done. They're done with Hezbollah.
So yeah, but Hezbollah, you're right, Hezbollah is a lot weaker than before. And if it wasn't because of Israel, we wouldn't even be talking about a deal like this with the Lebanese army. They're still a lot stronger than the Lebanese army, but they are so much weaker than before. That's why if anybody comes out and says like, oh, we don't know, Israel, step back, maybe let the other people handle it. If anybody could even has a 1% chance of handling it, is because of all of the damage that Israel has done to Hezbollah since October 7th.
Armin, in pro-Hezbollah Telegram channels, they've been alarmed that there's a lot of casualties happening in the past couple of weeks on the Hezbollah side. Like they have a lot of martyrs, as they call them, and they've been talking about it a lot. And I'm like, ooh, maybe that's a little discouraging to some other people in there.
That's good. It's good. Love some Hezbollah
mark of reality. Yeah, some Hezbollah tears. Mark of reality saying, hey, new guy, is sourdough bread good for you? Yeah, sourdough bread is actually the healthiest bread for you. Fun fact. And I do like it. The new guy. I
like that too. I get my carbs from potato with the skin. Air fried potatoes with the skin on. That's where I get most of my carbs from.
Nice. Guys, Armin is peak health. Like you should share in your blood test results sometimes.
The only thing I'm missing from my diet is blueberries. Once I get to once I manage to walk more often, I will add blueberries to my diet. But everything else is like perfect right now. Like everything I eat, it gets me all the nutritions that you could think of. Just need to add a little bit of a blueberry, but I'm not getting enough steps in a day, so I can't add that right
now. Yeah, real quick, if you guys eat kiwis and blueberries, you'll get almost all of the micronutrients you could need just from those two alone.
No, you don't. You need meat.
What else? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, of course. But in terms of fruit.
Okay.
Oh, man. Well, thanks, Mark. And Susan with the super sticker. I think they also meant to say this. Ooh. Can we call Marco Dai instead of Amu? Because his empathy may be closer to the heart on mom's side. Ali June, you've been a gem. Love you both. Thank you, Susan. By the way,
this is sexist. This is sexist against men. I'm just kidding. Men have as much empathy as women. Okay, so anyways, I don't know.
By the way, Susan.
Okay.
Susan was when we first started streaming. Susan messaged me and was like, "Ali, you're doing great, but just show more appreciation for Armin. I don't think you do it enough." And then I was just like,
maybe because you're not a woman, you don't have
do that. It's like,
yes, because you're not a woman, so you don't understand empathy.
That makes sense.
You don't have that.
But yeah,
mom. You don't have that instinct. Okay, you have to learn empathy from a woman. I'm just kidding.
True. True. I'm only man. I only know anger.
You know violence and anger and rage.
That's all I know.
That's the only thing you understand. Yes.
I'm a hunter, not a gatherer.
Yes, exactly. Testosterone.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you, Susan.
And Jagatai, change his profile picture. Please tell me you have some Durka tears queued. I do have some alligrams for you guys. And then we have some Durka videos too. We'll get that in the next few minutes here. Yes, sir, Jagatai. And Noah saying, yeah, sorry, I was in bed, lol, I'm behind. Well, you're caught up now.
Noah, we talked about this. Stop saying sorry all the time. You said sorry. Look at that. Look at that. Didn't we talk about this? Stop apologizing. But thank you for the super chat. Oh, look at
And
this. Suzanne is
BT.
saying, oh, okay. We teach you.
BT saying Armin drinks white wine and pretends it's tea. Oh,
That's true.
white wine.
I don't know how I get to do 8-9 hours of streaming every day drinking this much wine.
I mean,
Okay,
you gotta
guys
get
watch
through it by
me.
drinking.
You guys watch me drink, I think, 16 glasses of this every day. Imagine if it was all wine.
Yeah. That's why when we get to this stream, you're a bit more loosened up. One of our dear viewers pointed me to Trump's Truth Social, and we have a statement. So let's get through these real quick.
Texas also sent me the same thing on Telegram.
Okay,
Okay, let's go through this.
Nollybug saying some options for your segment together. Ooh, okay. Ali and Armin, the A factor, the A list, the A angle, the A files. Sending love to you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we gotta pick one sometime. We'll see. Thank you, Nollybug.
So let's pause the super chats and go to, let's screenshot that, and then let's go to Truth Social, and we'll come back to the super chats.
Alrighty. So, guys, new Truth Social post by President Donald Trump. United States aircraft just struck Iranian missile and drone storage locations and coastal radar sites for violating the ceasefire agreement again. It is very possible that they will never learn. There may come a point when we are no longer able to be reasonable, and it will be forced to militarily complete the job that we very successfully started. If that happens, the Islamic Republic of Iran will no longer exist. I kind of knew this would happen. I'm not going to lie. I thought that he would come out and say something a bit more, threatening to the Islamic Republic. But until he backs that up with more strikes or some sort of kinetic action, something that we can see, I don't know. He's been saying this before, a couple months ago. Yeah, Sarah's right. What do you think?
So look at this. Bill is happy. Sarah is like, oh, he's threatening us with a good time. But the more pessimistic people, Fine started saying, yeah, sure, buddy. So she's not optimistic. She thinks these are empty words. And then in-server probably would say the same thing. Leo saying, don't tempt me, Trump.
Trump.
Where's the praise be to Amusina is saying, where's the praise be to Allah? Yes,
How
I can't
could you
take it
forget
seriously
it?
on this. Yes. Well, here's a super chat about it. Fleshy Interloper saying, "Oh no, the Islamic Republic will no longer exist. Tragedy."
Such a tragedy.
Texas Trooper saying, "Notice he said the end of the Islamic Republic, no, not Iran." Yes, he's being better. He's being better with his word choices. Where's in-server? In-server, are you here?
He probably couldn't take our 5D chess cope and things, Yeah.
So I was saying, I'll believe it when I see it. I believe when I see it. It's Texas Troop saying it's intentional.
Yeah.
The end of civilization. Yeah, we went from the end of civilization to the end of the Islamic Republic, which is good. Oh no.
What?
Oh no, don't say that. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh my god, that's dark. Oh shit. Fine, stay here. Okay. Yeah, the word choices are better though. Baby steps. Yeah, we could appreciate the language being a little better.
I mean, all things considered, this is a very good Truth Social post. If you just, it's a really good one. I like it.
Yeah.
Let's just not do tit for tat. Let's go more and beyond. 5 ships crossing is unacceptable. Come on. President Trump, you got to really smack these guys around. That's the only language they understand. I trust me, this is the only language that they understand is violence.
It's a good post. It's a good post. People in server and Fine Stars are saying like, yeah, it's only a post though. But as far as posts go, this one is a good one. It has the right language. Okay. So there's that.
Agreed. And then Marcus, to mess with us, saying 2. There's still people in the chat right now saying 2. And
yeah,
I've seen you guys talk about
but now it's not because of the delay. It has turned into its own meme now. So it's not delay anymore. Okay. And thank you, Marcus, for the super chat.
Thank you, Marcus. And Micah saying, where's the new guy's grams? Guys, hold up.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah. 1 second. Again, they've been disappointing. I can't get a lot out of them. Maybe I should like start stirring some things up in there. And user Z, who got a membership a couple of days ago and then started suddenly being very active, which welcome, said, has anyone else watched today's Gad Sad's YouTube video on the release of the Canadian University's new curriculum, Full Durka?
No.
Oh, like most, is that, I thought universities get to choose for themselves.
Wait, here's what I could do. I could go to Gadsad's video on our YouTube channel, look at his, so here's what we could do. Look at this. We could go to, let's remove this, add this. Look at his latest video and click on here. Let me remove this. This is his latest video. And then
hi everybody,
instead of watching it, we could ask AI to summarize the video. Summarize this video. So here, in this video, Professor Gadsad presents a satirical. Okay, so this is satirical. Is it satirical? List of supposed new curriculum overhaul at Canadian universities. Oh, okay. So it's satirical. It's not real. But interesting. Okay.
Well, that's a good thing to hear. And okay. Next one by Sarah Ocean saying Alligrams is brought to you by Kotlet, the official sponsor of the 2026 Line and Sun Revolution. Kotlet, crispy on the outside, mullah on the inside. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's make that into a real ad. Should do that in a little FIFA sponsor. Alligrams is brought to you by Kotlet, the official sponsor of the 2026 Line and Sun Revolution. Kotlet, crispy on the outside, mullah on the inside. Only $5.99.
Okay,
Thank you,
wait.
Sarah.
I was told by user ZV that it's real, which means that AI is so woke that it was lying to me. They're like, I'm not gonna look at this, guys. The AI, you can't trust AI. So this is not satirical, it's real. Or maybe it's so retarded that AI or maybe it's so retarded that AI can't believe it's real. Okay, so let's listen to
your AI is compromised.
Or maybe universities are so compromised that AI is like, there's no way this is real. So let's actually look at the list here. English literature, erasure of Jews through Gazan poetry. political science, the liberating politics of Sharia law. What the fuck? Mathematics, the imaginary numbers of the Gazans genocide in math. In biology, they're putting, are the Jews members of Homo sapiens? What the fuck? This must be satire. What the fuck? Medicine, should Jews reproduce? Okay, urban studies, why mosques enrich our cities. Linguistics, Arabic as the indigenous language of Canada. What the fuck? Environmental studies, Islamophobia leads to climate change. Are you sure this is not satirical? This looks satirical. If this is the case, then we have lost Canada. I don't think this is real.
Yeah, it would be really bad if that's serious. People are saying Gadsad is very satirical.
Yeah, it must be satirical. This is too much. The curriculum list presented by Gadsad in this video is not a real or official document from any Canadian university or organization. It is a work of satire created by the professor to critique what he perceives as ideological trends and insanity with modern. I mean, okay, the things that they're saying here, it does look satirical, so I don't know.
I sure hope so. Okay, cool. That's good. Quotlet. Thank you, Sarah. And Kevin, who's gifted 1 Liberty Politics memberships. Thank you so much. And thank you for your service again. And the Persian American. So Noah's saying, Armin, I know, but gotta give me credit. I'm apologizing less often. Thanks to you. Also, the Islamic Republic will never learn. Praise be to Armin and Adi, lol. Yes,
praise be to
Armin
Noah.
and Adi.
Praise be to Noah.
Hey, I mean, Noah didn't apologize in that one. That's good.
Yes, I see Noah apologizing. Good progress. I do give you credit.
And user Z saying Gadsad presents topics in a satirical way. He's read the curriculum list. Okay. So maybe there's a shred of truth to it.
Okay. Well, I will check it out later.
Sweet.
Oh, wait, it's only 3 minutes. We could watch it.
Do you want to?
So, okay, I didn't realize it was only 3 minutes. Yeah, let's just watch it together. I thought it was like half an hour or something.
Hi, everybody. This is Gadsad. As you know, I'm leaving Canada for the United States, but I've been a professor in Canada for several decades. And so I was incredibly excited to find out that there was a recent press release from the Consortium of Canadian Universities announcing a completely new curriculum overhaul of Canadian universities. And so I just wanted to go through some of the new ways by which Canadian universities are going to focus on training our future minds. You ready? So press release, new curriculum unveiled across Canadian universities. Number 1, English literature. And then what I'm going to read for you now are the prototypical courses that will be taught in this new curriculum. So English literature, erasure of Jews through Gazan poetry. Number 2, history, eradicate the Jews for historical world peace. 3, political science, the liberating politics of Sharia law. 4, Canadian studies, were the Iroquois Muslim? Number 5, mathematics, the imaginary numbers of the Gazan genocide. Look up what imaginary numbers mean if you are a math geek. Number 6, biology. Are the Jews members of Homo sapiens? Number 7, American studies. The Native Americans and their link to Islam. Number 8, civil engineering. Hamas rockets build bridges. Number 9, medicine. Should Jews reproduce? It's just they're asking a question. They just want to have an open debate under the guise of American freedom. They're not saying Jews shouldn't reproduce. They're saying we're medical professionals. Let's just talk about it. Number 10, Quebec studies, Islam and René Lévesque. René Lévesque was the architect of the first referendum for Quebec separatism in 1980. Number 11, urban studies, why mosques enrich our cities. Number 12, criminal justice, are Jews at the root of all crimes? Again, it's a question mark. We're not saying here that the Jews are responsible of all crimes. We're just saying, let's talk about it. Number 13, linguistics, Arabic as the indigenous language of Canada. Number 14, music, was Leonard Cohen an imam? And number 15, environmental studies, Islamophobia leads to climate change. Did I miss anything? If you think that there are other courses that should be in this new revamped curriculum at Canadian universities, please share it.
Okay, guys, I thought I had are you guys not getting that this is satire? Like, are you guys kidding me? This is obviously satire. Even I miss satire a lot of times, and even I can tell that this is satire. I mean, it's good satire. It was pretty good. Like, I like it. Like, I'm pretty like good 10 out of 10 satire. But this is obviously satire. What the hell? It's hilarious.
Yeah,
though.
that was good.
That was
I like
good.
that.
That was good satire. Yes.
We have 2 super chats, and then we have the alligrams. You guys ready? We have Justin here saying, I honestly can't imagine Ghalibaf supporting these IRGC drone attacks. Possibly indicates a mutiny emerging within the regime. Yeah, he's like, I can't control the IRGC guys who want to fire drones. I can't do it. You know, they might do it. They might not.
I honestly can't imagine Ghalibaf supporting these IFGC drone attacks. Possibly indicates a mutiny. It might. Okay, so here's the thing. Even if he doesn't have much control over everything, he will take advantage of it. Right? So sometimes not having full control is a feature, not a bug. Because you go to the Americans and you say, like, I need more from you because look what I'm dealing with. Right? That's
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little scheming roach. He's going to use it. And Shauna saying, there is growing rhetoric that Islam has always been part of America. The argument is that African slaves were Muslim.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah. But so I know everything. Every part of a satire is based on something that people are saying. Like, it's not completely out of nowhere. So, but yeah. For example, never mind. There's nothing in Canadian medical schools teaching, asking whether or not Jews should be able to reproduce. Like, we're not there yet. Okay. Like, I know Canada is bad, but they don't have biology classes in Canada asking whether Jews are human. Okay. That's not happening. We're not there yet. Okay. Let them give it a few decades or less. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yes,
that's just
but
crazy,
I've seen
though.
that. But I have seen that.
That's an insane. That's crazy.
I mean, technically, in Islam, everybody is born a Muslim. Everybody's born a Muslim until society lies to them, right? So it's not technically, if you want to go based on Islamic rule, the whole world is Muslim. And then you hear lies after your birth. This is why people who convert to Islam, they're considered not Muslim converts, they're considered Muslim reverts, because you're reverting to Islam. So if you're a Christian and you convert to Muslim, they don't call you a Muslim convert, they call you a Muslim revert, because at birth you were a Muslim, and then your parents lied to you and made you Christian, and now you're coming back to Islam.
Terrible.
Yeah.
And Sarah with a kind message saying, Armin Jun, Adi Jun, kisses on your heads. Buspasaret.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sarah.
And with Sarah's super chat, we will go to our first allogram here. Yeah, this guy's saying something really, really indicative here. Armin, try not to read this, but guys, we got this message for you. Okay, I go into the Telegram channels.
What? Okay. I did not, guys, I've been following this shit for a while. I did not expect that, but okay.
I go into the Telegram channel of the regime supporters who talk about, the news, and I grab some things that they might be saying. And so this person said this message about the economic situation.
This person is complaining in an IRGC affiliated Telegram group. This person is complaining about the current economic situation in Iran. Ali, okay, go ahead.
Yep.
What is he saying?
So he's saying a pack of condoms costs 250 toman. What the heck? This evening, I got off for 500 toman just because I was with my girlfriend for a few hours. Like, what in the world? What the heck? He's complaining about the economic conditions.
I spent one evening with my girlfriend. It cost me $500 million 2 months. So those 500s, those are 500 million, 250 million and 500 million, correct? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it cost me $500 million 2 months for an evening with my girlfriend. Yeah, it's not translated correctly. Go back to Persian. The Persian is better.
Yeah.
So here. Haram. Condom شده بسته 250 تومن. Okay, yeah. Condoms is now, each packet is 250 tumans, which is 250 million tumans. یعنی چی آخه؟ What the fuck, man? امروز غروب واسه چند ساعت پیش دوست دخترم بودم 500 پیاده شدم. یعنی چی آخه؟ Like, yeah, this evening I spent just a few hours with my girlfriend and it cost me 500 million. And what is, and then it's like, what is this? What is this? What is the meaning of this? Oh my God.
What a guy. And then there's a regime supporter asking exactly what I want to know. This guy's saying, Javad is saying, I don't know what needs to happen for it to actually be a ceasefire violation. So they've been talking about this a lot.
They're
so mad.
This is their in server. This is the in server on the other side, right? Because we, on this side, we want President Trump to go full boom boom and be like, dude, they're violating the ceasefire. Go fuck them up. So on their side, they have their own in server. And their guy is saying, what the fuck? They violated the ceasefire. Why are we not attacking them? Why are we not going full boom boom? So that's their in server.
They want to go back to the fights, to the war so bad. They all want it. They all want it.
My twin from the other side. Yeah, your Durka twin. It's your Durka twin. Yeah. Oh my God. This is so good. Wow.
And then we had this. Okay, so this guy actually makes a point. He's losing it.
Okay. Oh my God. All right. What is this?
So this guy is making an actual point here. He's saying the hypocrites. So, basically anyone who's against the regime is saying the hypocrites, the monarchists, and the separatists all received an order from their Zionist master Israel to attend the gatherings and pretend to be revolutionaries more than anyone else and shout, Mag bar Ghalibaf, death to Ghalibaf and death to Arakchi. He's saying that the people who showed up, he's saying that the people who showed up are what?
Okay, no, you finish and then I'll say.
So this guy's saying that the people who showed up to say Mag bar Arakchi, Mag bar Ghalibaf, death to Arakchi and Ghalibaf, were actually all like Israeli agents.
Exactly.
And they only did this to create division among the ranks of the people of Iran. And he's saying, let's be careful. So this guy's calling out all of these people who got paid to go and protest in front of Ghalibaf and Arakchi's offices. Wait, what's so funny?
The translation, so Arakchi is translated as Iraq, and Ghalibaf is translated to carpet. So it's like death to carpet. so death to Ghalibaf is translated as death to carpet. Oh my God!
Death to the carpet.
Death to the carpet, guys! Death to the carpet. Oh my God, this is so good. Death to the doctors and the carpet weavers and the Iraqis. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Arakchi would be Iraqis, Ghalibaf would be the carpet weavers, and Pezeshkian would be doctors. So yeah, this is like, guys, if people were not Iranians and they were researching this, they would be so confused. Like, why are these people saying death to the doctors and the carpet weavers? Like, what's happening in Iran? What?
So basically he's saying the people who got paid to come out and say Makbar Ghalibaf and stuff, they're all like be careful of them. They have motives. They're here to sow division. And then there was another point. Someone else made this point in response to that guy saying that. Said the government's justification for the number of supporters is no longer popular. It's like qabulnis. Like we don't care about that. Like how many people came out. So to say Makbar Ghalibaf and Makbar Arakchi. So tomorrow or in the near future, under this pretext that these people who came out saying death to Ghalibaf were being paid and they're Zionists and this and that, in the near future, these people will be executed and arrested. And they'll be labeled as Mossad agents and, Pahlavi supporters and this and that. That's what Ghalibaf's going to do. This guy's saying that's going to happen.
It's interesting because they're using their own spells against them, right? Because these anti-deal, anti-negotiation, anti-MOU people were coming in and like, no, we've been taken over by Zionists. Pezeshkian is a Zionist. Ghalibaf is a Zionist. This is a coup. This is a Zionist coup. And now you're showing us comments that the people from Ghalibaf side are saying the people who are chanting against us are from the Zionists. So everybody is like, you're just like they're using, you're the Zionists. No, you're the Zionists. They're like, oh, you're gonna call us Zionists. We're gonna call you Zionists. Oh, how do you like that?
And this is the perfect excuse. They're gonna be like, eventually, if things really pop off, which will be after Ali Khamenei's funeral in like a week, they might start doing this for real.
Right. Ali, what I think is happening? I think the only people who are not being accused of being Israeli spies in Iran right now are Israeli spies. That's what I think is happening.
Could be. The paranoia is real.
And I think, in fact, I think the actual Israeli spies are participating in calling other people Israeli spies.
They're probably having so much fun with this.
Yeah.
Because now, for the past year, by the way, ever since the 12-day war, they went and got training in Israel, came back, and they're like sleeper agents. And they're like living in fear every day, right? They're like, oh my God, what if someone finds out on Mossad, they're going to kill me? And now they're like, oh my God, this is great. Like, everyone's an Israeli agent now.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Casey is recognizing that I predicted all of this. I think Armin is correct. Double uprising. There we go. Oh, Ali found something good.
I did find something good.
Ooh, guys, look at that. Ali found something really good. What is it?
Guys, do you remember how earlier we were talking about, the United States struck they struck the Islamic Republic sites, and what usually happens? Guys, take a guess. What usually happens when the Islamic Republic gets hit? What do they usually do? Who do they go after? Who do they hit?
Kuwait and Bahrain.
They hit Kuwait and Bahrain. And so that is what they be doing. They be hitting Bahrain. Sirens are activated in Bahrain. Residents urged to stay calm, seek nearest safe location, and monitor official channels. This is the official Ministry of the Interior by Bahrain.
Oh my God.
And we have...
Here we go again.
And we have videos
Why
of
is
the
it so
sirens.
predictable?
I'm trying to see.
Why is this so
Yeah.
predictable now? So, guys, tomorrow we're going to be, IRGC will be hitting a commercial ship, okay? And then the day after, United States will respond to it by attacking some 8 places in Qishm and Sirak Island. And then the Islamic Republic will hit Kuwait and Bahrain again. This is on repeat. This is Groundhog's Day. Yeah, like commercial ship attacked by IRGC, Qishm and Sirak Island attacked by United States, Kuwait and Bahrain attacked by IRGC, and then we go back, and then followed by a period of ceasefire, and then going back to this. This is
And the strait being open and closed.
yes.
Okay.
You're saying, what the fuck is this? I know. This is it. I mean, the places that they're attacking are also the same. Like it's not even, they're not even changing it up at all to make it like a little bit more interesting. The circle of
in
life.
fact,
it's the circle of life. Oh my God.
in fact, Said Ghassanejad is asking, he's asking this.
Wait. Oh wait. What is it?
Has CENTCOM been hitting the same telecom tower in Syria for the last few weeks? How many telecom towers are there in Syria?
Oh my God. Oh my God. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
مگه چند تا مونده؟ اصلا چند تا بود که بمونه؟
Yeah, like we hit another radar in Sirak Island. Like, oh my God, how many? You know what? I think President Trump called Ghalibaf and like, listen, for this to work out, you need to go buy a whole bunch of radars and just put it all different locations in Sirak Island for us to come and bomb each one of them every time we need to go through this every time. So yeah.
That's the show.
Yeah.
So this is Jennifer Griffin, who's attempting to answer that question. So Chief National Security Correspondent for Fox News asked a senior defense official of the United States military, hey, why are we hitting the same spots that we've been hitting since February 28th? It's been like 4 months. Actually, tomorrow exactly, it'll be 4 months. I was told that Iran rebuilt its air defense along the Strait of Hormuz since the U.S. bombing campaign that ended on April 7th. That was her answer, is that she was told, hey, they rebuilt their air defense, so that's why we have to keep hitting them. And I'm just thinking, like, that's, it's been 10 weeks, and we've had strikes on almost every single week in the Strait of Hormuz by the U.S. How many possible military targets are left? It's not like we go drop a single bomb every time. We're hitting like 10 spots every time.
So, I mean, maybe the U.S. says, well, like, we're doing the same. If they're doing the same thing, we're going to do the same thing as well. Like, they're hitting the same spots, so we're hitting the same spots.
Yeah, and that's just terrible. Like, that just keeps on encouraging them to keep on hitting ships.
If IRGC changes, like, its targets, we're going to change our targets as well.
That's so dumb. Oh, we have some new.
Look at it's fine. Starts saying, "I've been telling you, they are love tapping on empty on an empty field." I mean, that's what the Islamic Republic is doing as well. They're they're love tapping empty fields in Bahrain and Kuwait if it even reaches there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also, guys, we have some weird news coming out. Okay, so they're targeting the U.S. airbase.
This
in
wasn't weird
Bahrain.
so far. Okay, wait.
But the weird news is this. In Iraq, the Iraqi, I don't know, is this the Iraqi? There's tanks in the streets of Baghdad. I don't know whose tanks there are, but they're saying that in the green zone in Iraq, there's a lot of tanks, artillery, soldiers, arrests, a lot of arrests being made.
Ooh.
So something's happening in Iraq. We don't know. It's just happened just a couple minutes ago. Really strange. Not sure what's going on. Wow. Haven't heard that phrase in a while. Tanks in the streets of Baghdad.
The green zone as well. The embassy area. Are you sure that's real? That sounds crazy.
Yeah, there's a ton of different channels reporting it.
That's
Tanks continue to deploy in the green zone in Baghdad while the gates of the
Are
zone
you
remain
sure?
closed.
I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing this on Vahid.
Maybe let's
Online
wait a couple minutes.
Yeah,
and
let's
see
wait it
if-
out. Let's wait it out. That sounds crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's wait it out.
All right. Well, we have a couple of super chats here.
Okay, let's go through that.
User
Yeah, let's go
Z
through that.
saying, I stand corrected. I watched it seconds after it was released, so it didn't have any comments left. Which one? The Gad Sad, I think.
Gad video. Yeah. Well, users at V, the clue should have been having biology classes that is questioning whether Jews are human. So that should have been a tell them, but it's okay. And thank you for, changing your opinion. But thank you for users at V. Thank you for showing that to us because it was good satire. I liked it.
Yeah, thank you. And BT saying, no, it's reverting because you revert to the seventh set. It's not converting, or it's reverting because you go back to the 7th century. Gotcha.
Yes. Good one. I'm going to use that. I'm going to steal that from you.
Was it actually the 7th century when they started Islam?
I mean, it was 1400 years ago. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Wow. I mean, this would be crazy if what's happening in Iraq right now is them trying to deal with the armed militias. That would be insane. Just chose a random night to do it. Anyway, we'll see what happens. And we got John McTavish. Hey, Armin and Addy. I am watching from RAF Akrotiri, Royal Air Force Base, Akrotiri. Just finished a 24-hour shift. I've been missing my mom. Recently, your kindness got me through my homesickness. Oh
my God.
Wait, let me make sure if that's a RAF Akrotiri.
Well, thank you for your service.
That is the Royal Air Force of the United Kingdom. Yeah, thank you for your service.
Thank you so much for your service.
Hey, give us the down low. What's going on?
Shh, no. But thank you so much. That is such a... My God, I'm going to screenshot this. This is such a beautiful message that we just received. Wow. And good job missing your mom. It's good. It's important to know how valuable moms are. As somebody who lost his mom, it's good that you appreciate her. Make sure when you go back to her, you cherish every single second.
What kindness did we do though? I wonder. Like, is the show in general, or?
Oh,
Yeah,
look at
thank
this.
you.
You know what we were saying earlier, I told you earlier, guy, earlier during the show, like when it comes to recovery, for the troops, a lot of people underestimate how hard it is being away from loved ones. And people think recovery means resting and just resting, right? But it also means just being back with your mom, your dad, your wife, your kids, your dogs. It also means that, like, you need to go back. You need to go back to your family and your loved ones. Mental recovery, exactly, Sarah.
Yeah, thank you for your kind message.
Yeah.
We're glad you enjoy it, honestly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank all of you. Really, thanks to all of you.
Yeah, it means like knowing that you're watching and it's helping you makes us so much more motivated to do what we're doing.
Let's keep
It
going.
makes our job, it makes our job so much more meaningful to get like messages like that. So thank you. Yeah, and stay safe. Beautiful.
Thank you for that. And Micah is saying July 4th menu is hot dogs, burgers, and fried durkas. Sure hope so.
We should try to get the Americans to include cutlets in their 4th of July tradition. We need to make it a thing. Given that how many cutlets they cooked, they need to make it a July 4th tradition next to their hot dogs.
Yeah. Quick little update. There are explosions heard in Bahrain. This might either be because of interceptors exploding in the air, or the drones and missiles are landing in Bahrain. We don't know yet. Because, guys, currently over the Persian Gulf, there are missiles and drones being thrown around, and Bahrain's taking the brunt of it. Not even Kuwait, it's just Bahrain. Like, this time they just zeroed in on Bahrain, I guess.
I mean, Bahrain is part of the Abrahamic Accords and Kuwait isn't.
So is UAE. I mean, tell that to Kuwait when they got hammered the last couple of weeks.
Oh my god, guys! By the way, guys, I know we're doing dark humor, but if anybody is watching us from Bahrain and Kuwait, like, guys, stay safe. We're sorry what you're going through. We need to. We use a lot of dark humor when we are talking about these things. We do the same as me and Ali are Iranians. We use the same type. When things are happening in Iran, we use the same type of language, right? So don't think we're not acknowledging what you're going through. So sorry about what you're going through.
Yep, exactly. And then another quick update is that yes, there absolutely are many tanks being deployed in the green zone in Baghdad. It seems like they're targeting senior officials inside the green zone, whether these are political or military or militia senior officials is unknown, and they are arresting them. No details or names have been given so far of who's been arrested. Also, heavy security. Reports of encircling the location where al-Sudani is present. Who's al-Sudani? Mohammed Shia al-Sudani.
Yeah.
Oh, he was the last prime minister.
Yeah.
He literally just a month ago stepped down. Okay. Looks like
the new guy is Zaidi. What is the new guy?
Zaidi. Yeah, al-Zaidi.
Iraq al-Zaidi. Iraq Prime Minister.
Wow. Looks like they're getting him.
Al-Zaidi.
Wow, that'd be crazy.
Jeez, what the fuck?
And Susan became a YouTube member. Welcome. Welcome on board.
Oh, wow. Welcome to the group.
And
by the way, Susan, I was joking regarding the whole sexist empathy thing. Okay, like, I hope I love that. I love your kind heart. Death
Yes.
to the carpet. Yes, BT June. The pager attack.
Death to the carpet.
Right.
Death to the Iraq.
But
Death to the doctor.
Yes, death to the doctor. No, okay. You two were joking. This is about Iraqi. No death to Iraqis. Okay, Iraqis, we love you. We wish you long health. Okay, so.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
But carpets, but the fucking carpets. Death to carpets for sure. All right, but
Man.
not the doctors and the Iraqis, but carpets. Fuck them.
And then James also writing off that saying ban the loom, which is used to weave the carpet.
Ooh, I wouldn't have gotten that joke at all if you weren't here, Andy. Like it would go over my head.
That's what I do. The new guy. It's my job.
You got.
Thanks, James. And thanks, BT. Bile says, fun fact, a caseworker in Sweden's migration agency has been fired for having contacts with an Iranian spy. Iran International reported on it. Yeah, they've been arresting around the world. There's been a ton of like IRGC, Islamic Republic agents that have been arrested in the past 24 hours. We're getting preliminary reports that missiles are being launched from Iran. Let's see if that's true.
Not drones, missiles.
Yeah, because here's the thing. If missiles were being launched at Bahrain wouldn't have gotten the early warning because the missiles would have hit them before they would have even known. So it looks like that was a drone attack. But now it looks like missiles might be, I mean, they wouldn't make any sense. So let's see if that's true. Usually you fire the missiles first, then the drones after.
Yeah, because the drones take long. Oh, wait. No, isn't it the other way around?
What? The missiles get there in like a minute or 2 minutes, and then the drones take like 30 minutes an hour.
So that's why you have to fire the drones first. So that when they...
Yeah, but the missiles hit first, yeah.
Yeah, okay. But you fire the drones first so that they'll reach around the same time.
Yeah, thanks, File. Yeah, I brought up a couple of them. Like there was even there was an IRGC Quds Force agent who was arrested in Australia because he attacked and started burning down a Jewish synagogue in Melbourne, Australia. He got arrested. So yeah, he's turned over to the FBI. Then there was also a cyber attack person from the Islamic Republic. The FBI has also arrested him in Moldova? Is it Moldova? Montenegro, which is near Croatia. So they arrested him, and they're charging him with a cyber attack that is 3.4 billion US dollars. So this guy's going away for a long time. Wow. I think Kuwait might have just gotten hit.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, sirens in Kuwait now. Okay. Well.
Oh shit. So, as we predicted, Kuwait and Bahrain.
Oof. And Justin saying, what about His Royal Highness enlisting the diaspora to get trained and armed? Shh, don't tell anyone. That's the plan.
He seems to be hinting at something like that. We're not sure, but he just said something today that Ali brought, and we translated. That seems like that is, it's interesting. Justin, your suggestion seems to be exactly what Princess of Pahlavi might be moving towards.
Yep, that's where we're going. See y'all in His Royal Highness's army.
Oh my god.
And quick little update here. So Kuwaiti air defenses are currently confronting hostile missile and drone attacks. If you hear explosions, they're a result of the air defense systems. Everyone is kindly requested to adhere to the security and safety. All right. Yep, they're getting hit. Yeah, wow, there are so many tanks in Baghdad. Wow, there's a lot of videos of that. Nicholas saying, hello, Armin and Adi. What is the status of the Lion and Sun revolution? Ooh.
Seems like we're moving towards arming the revolution. The revolution is now armed, like getting armed. That's the phase that we're at, apparently. Seems like it.
Yes.
That's where we're heading. So that's the status. Arming the Iranian people.
Yeah, so next time when the people come out in the streets, some of them are going to be armed, and then there's going to be more defections, and we win.
I hope so. That's what it takes.
That is the status. And Micah saying, I'm sorry, Adi, say it with me. Mish. Oh, Mish. It's not Micah. Okay. Mish. Misha.
Misha Nuga.
Misha Nuga.
Yes. Cool name.
All right. So last bit of news here is confirmation that Kuwait is getting hit. Bahrain is also getting hit. And that they're going after the American bases in both these countries.
Okay. So it looks like by tomorrow, guys, we're going to have a lot of new developments and analysis on what the fuck just happened.
Yeah, you know, speaking of Iraq, so we actually already had Khamenei's funeral happen. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see it?
What? No.
Yeah, no, look.
Okay. Okay.
الجهاد والشجاعة واليمن العزيز المقتدر ومقاومتنا العراقية الشريفة معاهدكم.
Is this like the Iraqi
what the
Ku
fuck
Klux
is that?
Klan? I don't know what they're doing.
What am I looking at? I haven't seen this brand of Durka.
Yeah, so this happened last night. It's currently morning in the Middle East, but the night before this night, this is what happened. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, but
where is this?
This is in Iraq.
Okay. Why are they wearing white? This is like, are they coming up with new Durka traditions? Like, this is like, I've been following this shit for all my life, and they're getting creative. They're coming up with new stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw this and I was like, what? You slap the picture of Adi Khamenei on there with the Islamic Republic flag, and then you're just standing there and people are taking pictures of you. Okay. And then real quick, so quick updates. This is from Nab Avion, was saying that, oh yeah, it's great that we hit them, but the US violated all these clauses. We got to hit them harder. This is it. This is all we're doing. And other thing I wanted to share before you guys go is that in South Korea yesterday, Russian and Chinese aircraft entered South Korean airspace, which prompted South Korea to start scrambling their Air Force jets. And while they did that, the Russian and Chinese aircraft left. So that was really, really weird. And then another earthquake hit Venezuela today, 5.6 magnitude. As well as volcanoes erupting in Chile, another earthquake hitting Afghanistan, which was, I think, 6 point something. So earthquakes are just popping off around the world here. Volcanoes are exploding. Chinese aircraft are over South Korea all of a sudden. Yeah, a lot of weird stuff happening. So we got our last super chat. Or last couple of super chats saying, Justin saying, sign me up. Payande Iran. I'll see you there. Let's do it. You first. I'm kidding. Payande Iran. And Misha saying 95% of petroleum products could be made with hemp oil. What are we doing? Can the IRGC grow hemp? I'm pretty sure you need a lot more than just hemp oil to make 95% of petroleum products. But yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, they could probably grow it. I don't know if they
The market
Actually-
will find a way. Don't worry. The market will always find a way.
hemp might be illegal
Oh.
in Iran because you can make drugs.
But I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyways, we're way over time, so we should go. Okay, guys, that was us, and we'll see you again same time tomorrow. Thank you, Ali. Ali, you did amazing work, guys. Everybody should appreciate Ali. He does a lot of homework before we get started. Like he does a lot
you.
of research. We all get a lot more informed. Like, you know, this is like 3 hours of like education. Like I don't think we get this anywhere else. So thank you, Ali. And
Yeah.
okay, so
Thank you.
yeah, thank you. Yeah. No, honestly, like I'm not just saying that. Like you know, I follow stuff and I think I know stuff, and then I come do the segment with Ali. I'm like, oh shit. Like I learned like there's so many things I missed. So thank you. All right, guys.
Thank you.
We'll see you same time tomorrow. And until then, I'm Israel Chai.
I'm Israel Chai.
Slava Ukrainian.
Slava Ukrainian. Cuba Libre.
Long
Long
live
live America.
Javicha. Payande.
Payande
Iran.
Iran.
See you guys same time tomorrow.